Hello, I'd like to talk about open-heartedness and how I feel about other people. I sort of accept everybody, and I don't need to get to know somebody to love and accept them. So it's sort of like a given. And this can be related to my dyspraxia, but it's sort of like I automatically assume that everybody's got a good intention because I have, and then I just like love everybody, and I feel kind of like very nurturing towards everybody. Okay, so if someone gets in touch with me, for example, but I've never dealt with them before and I didn't know about them before, then I just love and accept them straight away. I don't really need to know, like, who is this? Where did they come from? What are they saying? What does that mean? Like, I'm not that complex. I just like them straight away. Or even love them straight away. I would say I just love them straight away. And then I don't need to sort of like get to know somebody by spending time with them, because whatever I find out about them, I kind of like accept it anyway. There's never like a point where I would say, oh, now I know that they have this trait, I don't accept them. Okay, so when it gets to the point of like abusive situations, if I've been, if something's been happening for a long time, because it takes me a long time to sort of click and realise things, that I would sort of realise that there's an unhealthy dynamic which is harming me. I might realise that eventually. And then the thing is, I can have to put some kind of like safety in place for myself by distancing from that person. But I still love and accept them exactly the same. I don't seem to get to the point of kind of like being able to just reject them or just be able to think like they're bad or something like that. So it sort of goes back to the naivety which I've touched on before. It's kind of like, because I don't have certain levels of complexity, I'm like very overly trusting, that I don't understand when other people do. And then I kind of like feel allergic when people say things like, you have to spend a lot of time with somebody and have a lot of experiences before you can really get to know them, or something like that. Well, it just doesn't apply to me, because even though they're right in the sense of like how to know that the person is treating you well, maybe. I don't know if they're right. They're right for in general, but not for people like me. Because, so it's like for me, I sort of just kind of like... It's like I get what I'm given. And I'm not saying like this is great, obviously. Hopefully it's not coming across as if I'm saying like, oh, this is brilliant, lucky me kind of thing. Because I am lucky in a sense that like it doesn't usually get sort of like stifled. I don't know if that's the right word. So it's like I usually still have loads more love to give. So even if someone hurts me, then I can kind of go into explaining to myself why... and how they feel about it and whether they're okay and stuff like that. So it's like very other focused. Oh, sorry, I've just lost that thread because Alexa said a reminder. Right, so what was I saying about? Something about, oh yeah, whether it's a good thing. But then, whether it's not a good thing. So most of my life I've been really dissociated and not in my body and like aware of my body and not like in my thoughts and like controlling anything. So my awareness was like up there somewhere, like I mentioned in my previous videos. So it's like I didn't notice that I exist, but I was having like loads of sort of like deep experiences, but not consciously maybe. So then that was a problem, because I think it was always the case that I never noticed that I might need something, because if I'm not aware of myself in the first place, then I don't know that I need something. It's only just as if everybody else exists but I don't, sort of thing. So we can put this down to like various factors like childhood experiences, personality, but it's also part of the dyspraxia. And I think and the reason that I did this topic today, even though I've only just skimmed the surface because there's a lot to it, is that yesterday I saw a post by somebody on a Facebook dyspraxia group saying that they found out late in life, they've just found out that they're dyspraxic, and explains all their issues with their physical movements and things. But they're questioning, do I actually have a heart of gold, or is it just because of my disability? Because they've always been this sort of like giving and open kind of person and felt that's who they are. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, if you watch this, that is who you are. And it's a gift of the dyspraxia, because even though it could be, you could say it's caused by the disability, which it is, but it's a really beautiful gift, which we have so much love to give. We just have so much uncapped, enormous amount of love. And the thing is, we can be the ones that are hurt by that. However, I'd still rather be this way, despite being mocked, abused, ridiculed, not believed. Things can get twisted. But for the people like me, well, we know that we mean what we say, and we know that we are good. So hope that we don't have to just spend our life trying to prove that. Thank you.